Hello guys, welcome back. So today we will be discussing about how difficult it has got to live as a normal middle class citizen in India and how damn expensive India has become. And to understand the real economics behind it, we need to dig a little deeper and we will be exploring all about that in today's video and hope you will be learning a lot of insights. And do press the like button because these type of videos take a lot of research and effort to make. It will be really appreciated if you could support these type of works and help promote to more people, so more people are aware about the real situations in our country and take their positions according to that, so that they will be hedged and move forward successfully and reach and achieve their goals. So let's get started. To kickstart the discussion about how India has got expensive, I can take a simple thing just like a gas cylinder, which is so common and very easily used in any household, and how the prices have increased in the last few years. From the time gas cylinder was just 700 rupees to now it is over 1200 rupees is not a small play, and it is really affecting the middle class in all the sectors. Gas cylinder is just one part of our life, but it shows how much inflation is really affecting our daily lifestyle and how inflation will affect us in the future and how we will be finding it difficult each and every single day moving forward to beat this inflation. So to cut the story short, I would say how inflation is rising, the percentage of increase in inflation and the percentage of increase in your salary is to be compared very importantly, because if you take your salary automatically when you have started your life maybe 3 years or 4 years back, what your salary and your position in a company would be not the same as what is now. So you are quite happy with your salary and able to manage your life just because of the promotions and growth in your job that you have got. That is why you are able to at least sustain. But what we need to consider and what we need to take as the take home salary of any individual is how much of the salary has grown for the same position. So if you take an example of Wipro, so you were working in Wipro as a software engineer or whatever position you are in the beginning, what you started out, maybe 3 years or 4 years back, and what was the package you got and what is the package currently offered for the same post, and compare the salaries together with each other and check how much of increase has happened in the last 4 years. And same time take the common things you are using in your home like your pulses or grains and vegetables, common things that is used every single day in our life. We are taking that and comparing to the prices or the budget that you were spending monthly in your home 4 years back. See the difference. That way you will be able to really understand what actually inflation is moving towards and how drastically it is affecting us. We may be thinking it's a small number, it's an easy number for us to adjust and move forward. As you know, people always say if you're not able to manage your budget, it is just because you are spending too much money on experiences and different things that is not required. You should try to save your money. But that attitude is good, but at the same time, that attitude will not lead us to success. Because if you want to save money, you can save money on everything. You can live in a house which is not even rented. You can sleep on the road. You can eat just the basic food. You don't need to go to a restaurant. You don't need to wear good clothes, buy different expensive things, or buy mobiles, laptops, different things. You can just live your life however you want if you try to cut your cost. That's not the way how humans should live their life, right? So when people say these kind of comments, I really get tempted to make them understand how expensive the world is getting day by day. And even though we are not increasing our type of spending or our luxuries in life, or we are not overspending, still we are finding difficult to make the ends meet. I don't know if you are aware about this concept. If you have checked at any economy, you will be always seeing the winners of any economy are the people who is capitalist in nature, people who are in the forefront of construction and the boring jobs that is in the top front, which is very much closely allied to the government and it's working in parallel and winning big contracts and working together with them. That kind of owners and the businesses always seem to flourish and grow up and up, just because of simple fact that there is a concept in economics known as capitalizing the gains and socializing the losses. When you hear this first, you might be thinking, what's the exact nature about it? Capitalizing the gains. For your example, if a company makes a lot of profit out of a project, let's say a railway project or a road project or a bridge project, any of the projects they are coming up with. If the project went successful, they are able to complete in good time, get the money, they are winners, they are getting the capitalistic gains, and the owners and the forefront promoters of the company, they make gains out of all the profits. But at the same time, if a project fails, if a project is not completed within the deadline, if there is any delay in payments, if there is any issues with the government and the company, what happens? All the money that is spent until now, that's becoming a loss, is spread to the public. And that is known as socializing the losses. Socializing the losses, to be honest, is a very, very, very simple concept, because if whenever there is any losses, that is to be borne by all the people in the public. But whenever there is any gain, there are many people to claim that gain. But when there is a loss, everyone points to each other. Government points to the company points to the government points to the public, and the taxes, the systems, the workings, and on and on. And at the end of the day, who needs to bear it? As me and you, and we will be the people who takes up all this cost, all these losses in form of taxes. We are not directly paying this as cash to the government, but we will be paying this in form of taxes, increased taxes, reduced benefits. So you might be thinking why I am telling this so openly just now, and I'm not taking any political stance in this. I'm just telling open economics and how difficult it has got to live in India and lead a comfortable life, which is not so luxury but a middle class life. For example, now you might be aware about how debt mutual fund tax benefits have been removed, how the indexation benefit have been taken away from debt mutual fund, and what is the reason for that. Actually, I will be coming out with another video about that very soon, because it's very important to discuss about how debt mutual funds is a very important asset class, and how taking away that indexation factor or indexation benefit from it and making it seem like fixed deposit is actually playing against the rules and making people less interested to take the risk of debt mutual fund. So why this indexation benefit is taken away? When there is losses or difficulties faced in economy, government wants to make sure they get maximum amount of taxes from the people. There is two ways in which they can increase the tax income for the government, right? One is to increase taxes, which is very obvious. They try to tax different things which were not taxed earlier or at a higher prices, and you are seeing this every single year in the budget. You see some things increasing in taxes, some things just lowered, just to make sure that people are happy with some things. And this way government plays out in such a system where by the end of maybe 10 years you will be seeing maybe the taxes are 25 to 50% higher than what we have previously used to pay, or the amount we are spending, right? This is a big income for government, and that is how exactly they will be socializing the losses. So whenever there is a wrong decision made, whenever there is a bridge which is not yet completed on the road, you are seeing actually you are the people who is paying for it. There is no other person in India who will pay for it other than the middle class or the taxpayers, who are generally paying a lot of money to government. So to be honest, you will be asking me, Adil, why do you tell just middle class? Why isn't ultra rich or wealthy people not part of it? So ultra rich and wealthy is another category, because they are making a lot of money through different ways, and they know exactly how to get away from taxes, because they have companies registered in them, they have different assets taking up all the money they are bringing in through as income. They will be paying here to clear off the loans, they will be clearing off different things, they will buy assets, convert the money into different forms in such a way that effective income that they need to pay actual taxes to the government on will be very less, and in their name there will not be anything much, but everything around them will be for them itself. So that's a different concept. We need to dig deeper into it. We will be making videos along the way discussing about different factors about even the ultra rich and how they know how to play the games right and make a lot of money. So we are not discussing about that right now, but I'm telling about how all these taxes and the issues are mainly a difficulty for the middle class people, and how we need to take a stance against it. So in the schools of economics, there is different type of schools and different type of knowledge how economics to be interpreted, and one of them is Keynesian economics. Keynesian economics is in the forefront of economics just because the systems that is supported by Keynesian economics is actually very favorable to the government, and governments started to use it very easily here and there whenever they wanted. So you will be asking me, what exactly is Keynesian economics? Keynesian economics is nothing but where economics where he have suggested that every economy, any economy will have a period of boom and there will be a period of depression. So when period of boom comes, people are all happy, middle class is happy, the ultra wealthy is happy, government is happy, all are happy, they never point hands to anyone and they are happily spending money and the economy is growing. But then comes the cycle of depression, and in time of depression is the tightest time where government will find it very difficult to boost the economy, and people will find different ways to make troubles and make issues, and people are not happy entirely, and there is a lot of tension in the economy. So as to release the system and make it free and to pump in liquidity to improve people's life, what Keynesian economics suggests is government can easily just print money. What? Government can print money. So you will be asking, yeah, printing money is exactly the best way to solve this issue, because money will come into the economy, people will get more money, their salaries will improve, and we can come out of the issue of depression and become to the boom state. But each time when government prints more money, what exactly is happening? At that time, inflation will not happen. At that moment, inflation will not happen. At that moment, your milk price won't increase from 25 rupees to 30 rupees. But what happens is, because of the inflow of money into the economy prices start to tend to increase. Then that do not happen overnight. It happens within months, within years, and through 2 or 3 years, you will be seeing significant amount of increase in prices. And this increase is not coming out of nowhere. It is coming out of just main factor of printing excess money and finishing the liquidity crunch and moving forward. Governments are happy about the system just because it helps them to save a lot of tension and drama from their system. They can print money, solve the issue, move forward, because at the end of the day, they do not need to care about the general public who is working day in and day out to make their salary. And the worst part is, okay, the prices are increasing, but at least let your salary increase accordingly. Your salary is 2 lakhs per annum right now, let it increase to 2.5 lakhs. When the prices are increasing that much, let your salary also increase, then it's okay. But that do not happen. The increase of an average employee salary is very less, and that is nowhere in line with the inflation numbers, and that factor is the biggest troublemaker to Indian citizen and Indian middle class. And why, when I say middle class, actually all the people who are watching my videos or having a comfortable life to at least use the smartphone and to have time to understand these type of videos, we are actually not middle class in India, we are actually high class. But when we speak about middle class, we speak about this category of people who is in the offices working normal jobs, mainly because they are the people who pay a lot of taxes. And when I say middle class, that's what I mean. Actual poor class and the middle class in India is much worse condition than what we can even imagine to consider them even as middle class. So Indian population is a skewed population where the ultra rich is very high and the poor is taking up the significant amount of economy, and it is not evenly spread out. So we are not discussing all about that, but just for you to get a context, I just told you. And now you will be thinking this inflation is a thing that will happen to all the segments of economy. It's not just middle class people will be affecting by it. So to understand that, we should divide economy into 4 parts. The parts would be poor class, middle class, wealthy, and ultra rich. So you'll be asking me how this inflation affects ultra rich. Obviously, you know, ultra rich people, they have a lot of money, they are making a lot of money, so they don't need to worry. But behind that, also there is one more factor. You will be seeing the prices of land and buildings all across the cities are increasing day by day, and we see each time the square feet and square meter and prices are just becoming absurd to live even in Bangalore and Mumbai and all. So why do this type of things happen? Due to inflation, obviously, due to the growth of economy, obviously. So these rich and ultra rich people, they are called as people who have LLC, that is land, labor and capital. In economics, person who have means to production, that is land, labor, and a capital, they are never going to face an issue. I would explain why. Because a person who is having land to their name, obviously when the prices of things increase, automatically the prices of land increase, and his asset, the land, has already appreciated. Also the rent income that he might be generating from that land and building, that will be increasing. So obviously by the nature of the system, automatically when there is increase in prices of items, he will be getting higher rental yield and better appreciation on his property, so he will not find any difficulty. But the middle category, what I'm speaking about is the middle class people, they do not have any of these things. They are completely surviving based on salary or income that is traded for their hours or time of their work, and that's the difficult part that will never help them get out of this rat race. And we as middle class people who are pushing India forward through work but getting in the backseat of Indian growth really need to take a stance. We really need to take a stance to create things, to create means of production for us. We need to create alternate sources of income. We need to create parallel sources of income. So I'll be using many terms which is different to you, but we will be explaining all these in different videos. Also at the same time, I will just give a brief information. So alternate sources of income, you all know we need to have multiple sources of income, not just rely on a job, but create different sources of income so that anytime you will be having at least 3 to 4 sources of income coming in. Maybe it's your house that you have bought and you are giving it for rent. Maybe it is you have a lot of land where you are making some agriculture and getting income from that, or maybe it is your stock investments and you're getting dividend out of it. Maybe it is you are excellent in some work and you are creating courses to teach people about it. Maybe you are having another side gig or side business that you have started and it is generating some income. So any on the other way, you need to have some sources of income that is additional to your regular day job. Also the parallel source of income, what I mean is, in any household, if there is husband and wife, before it was comfortable that the wife need not work and the husband can work and earn living for the family. But in current state of India, it is impossible that a middle class family can sustain and grow your wealth in comfortable scale with only one person working in the family. So it's essential that the lady or the mother of the family need to work. That is not just for creating income, but also for sustaining and growing the family. Because without that parallel source of income, we will find it very difficult to live and happily enjoy Indian economy, because we will be finding it strenuous on our wallets each time we take out our card to pay. So with this, I am just telling some simple concepts that is impacting our daily life in economics, and how it will translate into your daily life in India, and how we can take some precautions and some methodologies to stand against it. We will be coming out with more videos about how exactly you can prevent this from happening, and what all are the type of assets you need to invest your money in, so that you will be able to generate comfortable returns which will help to fund your future life even when you are retired. Okay, so we'll be coming more videos with that. So if you like these type of transparent videos where we take a stance and talk economy, many people tend to not speak up these type of issues because it is very, very, very sad for India. It is very, very, very depressing to hear these type of things. But these are the truths. These are the things that you are going to face in the near future in India if you are living. So why should not we talk? Why should not we take a stance or take a decision in our mind how to move forward? If we are getting to know this information after things have happened, then what's the benefit? So that's why we are creating these videos, to educate and empower you all. So hope you like these videos. If you liked, do press the like button, because it makes a huge difference for the YouTube algorithm to promote these videos to more people. And also, if you liked it, do share your comments about what do you feel and how you are planning to move ahead, and how you are planning to go against these type of issues you are facing in your daily life. And also do subscribe to the channel, because it really motivates us and helps YouTube to promote these videos for more people, so it will engage and enlighten more Indians, so we can all grow further and further. So that's it, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Bye for now.